Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to look at a relatively new node protocol, which is CRONODES. It's really been a bit of a roller coaster researching this one because they are literally under a month old, and it's been really fascinating finding out where this project is going. CRONODES are a fork of Thor, which is on the Avalanche network, except CRONODES are on the Cronos chain. The significance about being on the Cronos chain is that this is the first node project to launch on that chain. We're here in the white paper. Let's look at what CRONODES is. CRONODES is a fork of a DeFi as a service or DaaS platform, Thor, from the Avalanche network. We believe that the Cronos chain is going to gain serious traction in the next year with the marketing push that Crypto.com is doing. If you're not sure, Crypto.com is doing massive amounts of marketing, and they're basically trying to bring crypto to the masses. So the potential for this chain as like the mass adoption chain that everyone sort of goes onto first, just the general Joe Blow public, is quite big, and it's quite likely that it's going to go onto this chain. How to create a node. You buy 20 Chrono tokens and you can create one node, and it pays out 1 token per day. They take out 10% tax, so you only get 0.9 tokens per day. So your return of investment is 22 days, and that is absolutely amazing. I cannot think of any other project in a crypto right now that has a return of token or return of investment in just 22 days. So what that means is that you can buy a node, and then in less than a month, you've got your money back, providing the price of it stays the same. If you're not aware, there's a few forks of Thor right now, and Power Nodes is one of them. They've already done a massive rewards reduction. Thor, just within the last few days, has announced a big rewards reduction. So I really do believe that it's just a matter of time until CRONODES does release some sort of rewards reduction, but they haven't done it yet. So what that means is that if you have a node right now, you're getting 1 CRONODE per day. There's no node maintenance fees or anything like that. So you literally pay the 20 tokens, set up the node, and there you go. Boom, you're earning interest straight away. I'm on CoinGecko, and currently 1 CRONODE is going for $32. So if it's giving you 1 CRONODE per day minus the 10% tax, so that's 0.9 per day, you are getting $28.08 per day. Times that by 30, and that's about $864 per month at the moment. So if you get a node right now, you're getting that much per month. So before we get too excited about this, let's have a look at the investments and what's actually going on with the project. The most up-to-date info on projects that you can get, I think, is from the Discord. So I went into the CRONOS Discord and I went to their announcements tab, and I literally read every single announcement just to see where the project is, what they're doing, and so you don't have to read it all, and I can just give you a summation of everything. It's been really interesting reading it, and most of it is about some teething problems they had with actually giving rewards. There was some kind of bug or weird thing happen in the contract where the rewards wouldn't actually stack. And so what you had to do is you had to draw it out to allow the contract to give you one again, and then you'd have to draw that out. And not a lot of people were knowing what was going on, and obviously there was a lot of panic. But anyway, this guy Prime, who seems to be the the face of CRONODES at the moment, he's put in so much effort, basically just working his ass off like night and day. It looks like from reading all these posts. Eventually everyone pretty much did get paid, and they have fixed the contract up. The reason that they're having all these bugs is that they didn't actually realize all this would happen on the Cronos chain. So if it's a fork of Thor, that means there's going to be a treasury, and that means there's going to be investments. So what's really interesting is I went through looking for the investments or the treasury tab, and basically they haven't done any yet. I was a little bit concerned when I saw that there were no investments, there's no treasury, because I'm just like, well, the only way that you're able to pay people right now is by other people investing in the nodes, and clearly that is an utterly non-sustainable thing. Why can't I see the treasury? Why can't I check out all these transactions and stuff that you've bought? And well, the reason is because they haven't got one yet, or they haven't announced it. The only thing I could really find on anything to do with investments was this pinned message in the general chat from Prime, where he talks about how many nodes and they've got an influx into investors, and he says that should last for a month or 2 months. So it sounds like they're giving themselves a couple of months sort of leeway just to get the project going before they start investing. I also managed to find this message from Prime just from yesterday, and he says, "We have no investments yet, but stay tuned. The team was actually just talking about this. Should be coming down the pipe soon. We are less than a month old. Lots of things to fix before we got anything like that." So I guess they're just trying to fix all the little bugs in the contract right now, which they seem to be doing really well. They're sort of just more about, well, let's just get this thing sort of half standing on its legs first before we worry about investing. They're giving themselves a couple of months to do this. So what's my personal opinion about Chronodes? Well, I think at the moment it's an extremely risky investment. And there's a number of reasons for that. First of all, there's no KYC, there's no docs, there's no treasury wallet that we know about, there's no investments, there's no plan for sustainability yet. They're just sort of giving a really high reward rate, which is pretty much unsustainable, as we've seen from Thor and from power nodes. But on the plus side of the project, they've come through a lot of sort of trials and tribulations right now, and they've managed to come through the other side pretty much completely unscathed. They've been completely transparent with the community. They've made everybody whole in terms of any of the rewards that they might have lost. They spent a long time doing these airdrops and getting that right and sorting that all out in the contract. So it could just be that this project is so early, and that for me is potentially where the coolness comes into it, because you can get in early. If you get in early, maybe you'll go through a period of a couple of months of getting really good rewards. Obviously, this isn't financial advice. Do whatever you want with your money, but I'm just saying that that's a possibility. And also there is an element of trust when it comes to the devs, because there are no investments yet. We're just trusting that they're going to do it. And in terms of if I've invested into this project or not, well, I was actually really strongly considering it, because I thought, well, hey, there's a return of token within 20 days, and I have a pretty high risk sort of tolerance. The only issue with that is that I was looking at the price yesterday and sort of, thinking of buying around here. And then I sort of was just like, okay, well, I'll sleep on it and see how it's going tomorrow. And then I woke up and the price was right up here. And I'm just like, all right, for me, this goes beyond my risk tolerance, because instead of investing, say, $250, now I'd have to invest 500. And, I'm just going to pretty much wait and see. And so are you invested in Chronodes at the moment? What do you think about the project? Do you think it's great? Do you think it's awful? Is it sustainable? Is it not? Are you going to get into it? Do you already have nodes? Are you taking out your profit? Are you just withdrawing? What are you doing? I'd love to know. Please leave a comment. And I do read all of your comments. Sometimes I don't actually get an opportunity to answer everybody. I do my best to respond to every single comment, and I certainly read them all. And so, my friends, happy investing. I hope it is all going great, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.